Let's talk here for a moment about the experience and the conversation that's being had right now on a security issue, and that being Signal. And
Right.
of course, the discussion right now about the Department of Defense and the efforts on the part of members of the cabinet to discuss a strike in Yemen. And what caught my attention is that Signal supposedly has an encryption service. So what about that? How successful, how confident should we be? Because it is if I'm going to use the word, a commercial encryption service, is
Right.
it not?
Well, I think the issue was not that the Signal's encryption is a problem. Is the fact that
Okay.
once you bring somebody into the fold of a group, then they're privy to whatever is discussed in that group. So I think that the Signal it's a great program. I use it. I use it a lot, and the encryption I think works for it. But once you invite somebody and they're in that group, they can see everything that's discussed.
I think that's an important item to parse here, because I think the aspect of this is a lot of people are thinking Signal is the problem,
Right.
but it's an encrypted service.
Exactly.
And in fact, if I understand it correctly, it met the requirements for the security systems within the government. They
Yeah.
even actually approved the use of Signal.
Yeah, I think it's a widely used by a lot of local governments and government entities as a whole.
We're talking with Stefan Hellersperk, again, of ACS Computers, and we're talking with him just for a few minutes here. But, the other aspect of this, Stefan, is one of the things that concerns me, obviously, is the fact that we are constantly targeted by hackers. They are. I feel that I'm paranoid. I feel that they're out to target me.
Well, we're all a target. I mean, that the information, our information, is what they're after, and whether it be Social Security numbers, banking information, financials. It's the more you store it on your computer, the more you use online banking, all that other kind of stuff. The information's out there, and you have to protect it.
Okay, I just want to make mention of this before we wrap it up with you. Again, ACS Computers. You deal with both commercial and residential, private purposes.
Right. Yes, we deal with both.
All right. Have you found in the process recently that folks are becoming more aware of the need for security issues? You mentioned that cybersecurity is one of your areas.
Yeah, we do try to get ahead of the curve and that's why we're here. We're trying to get that information out to people. Right. Unfortunately, really, most people only start paying attention when they either get hit or they're targeted, and there's a successful attempt, and they lose some information and they lose some productivity, and then they reach out to us. We would much rather get it ahead of the curve.
Yep.
And protect them ahead of time, so that way there's no information loss. There's no loss of private information.
Not only that, the fact that you have to sometimes restore your entire financial and personal arrangements.
Right.
Is time consuming and expensive.
Yeah, and on the business end, it can be very, very expensive, because you're not talking just the loss of information, you're loss of productivity. If you've got 10 employees that can't work for 8 days, 10 days, that number can get pretty high.
We're talking with Stefan Hellersperk, again, ACS Computers. One last time, we're going to wrap this up here. Phone number and way to reach out to you.
Yeah, 252-240-3399. We're at 4650 Arundel Street in Morehead City. ACS Main at acsit.biz.
ACS Main at acsit.biz.
Right, that's our email.
Okay, I just want to make sure. It's a lot there. Right. ACS Main at acsit.biz.
Right.
All right. Stefan, thanks very much for taking the time to be with us. This is an important topic. We talk about the issue of security, and of course, until it hits you, as you said earlier, we kind of take it in stride. But then, once you're hit,
yeah.
My comment to you, my real quick question: once you have a customer who has been hit by cybersecurity or a hacker. They become a customer of significance. They trust
exactly.
you, right?
Yeah. Now they start paying attention.
Pay attention.
Yeah.
All right. Pay attention. ACS Computers. Stefan, thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me.